Good morning to all my wonderful viewers out there. Just before we start the video, just before we get into it, I just wanted to say I'm sorry that I didn't upload anything on Thursday. After doing 5 videos on Wednesday, I was just dead, man. I was like, yeah, there's not that much releasing on the 26th. I don't have to cover that much. I mean, it was Air Max Day, wasn't it? On March 26th, so there was actually quite a bit to cover, but I was just so exhausted from the 5 videos, man. And I was just like, nah, look, I'm just going to go to work, not make any videos. I'm too exhausted for this. Then I came back from work and I was like, yeah, I'm definitely going to do it. You know, I've got the energy. Let's make a video. Nah, just passed out, man. I was too exhausted from Wednesday, Thursday, but now it's Friday, so now I can cover some stuff before I head to work. And the thing that I wanted to cover is something that is, it looks like it's only going to be available for about a couple hours. So I just wanted to cover it as like a visual diary of, that it released and that we have like video evidence on YouTube of everything that it released. So I kind of wanted to talk about it in that sense and just talk about the collaboration in general. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the VLONE and Weeknd collaboration for, obviously, the Weeknd's After Hours merch. You heard it right, guys. Famous streetwear brand VLONE is deciding to collaborate with The Weeknd to do a little capsule for The Weeknd's most recent project, After Hours. Now, this isn't a foreign thing that's just come out of nowhere. VLONE does collaborate with upcoming artists or artists that are, well established in the music industry for their new projects. We unboxed one of their collaborations in the past on the channel, and it's actually one of my most watched videos on the channel. I'm obviously referring to the Juice WRLD collaboration. Obviously, rest in peace. This was the collaboration that ASAP Bari and Juice WRLD decided to do for Juice WRLD's project, Death Race for Love. And then soon after the Juice WRLD collaboration, VLONE collaborated with Pop Smoke, also rest in peace, on Pop Smoke's project that was coming out at the time. I don't know if it's still coming out. I don't follow Pop Smoke as religiously with a lot of other artists. He was an artist that I didn't listen to or haven't listened to a lot. Not because I think he's horrible or anything like that. I just haven't gotten around to it. There's so much music to consume these days. It's hard to keep up with who's up and coming and what to listen to and everything like that. Although I am noticing a trend, just speaking on those 2 collaborations there, that every single collaboration in the recent year, every artist that he's collaborated with has passed away. Juice WRLD, Pop Smoke, and now that there's a collaboration with Abel, I'm a little bit worried, man. Especially with Abel's, drug addictions and love for the fast life. I'm a little bit worried. Maybe it's a VLONE curse or something. I don't know. I'm a little bit worried. But hopefully not. Hopefully not. Hopefully we can safely say that Abel's gonna make it through 2020. But I don't know. Maybe there is a VLONE curse or something like that. Either way. So now after the Juice WRLD collaboration and the Pop Smoke collaboration, we are now getting the Weeknd collaboration. Lots of pieces in this collection. Bunch of t-shirts, hoodies, bandanas, everything. So what I'm going to do is I've got the store page for each individual item. We'll cover each item. I'll talk about which ones I like, which ones I don't like, etc, etc. And as I said, I want this video to be more like a visual diary, just to showcase to everyone that this is what released. Maybe someone 2 years down the track will be looking back and looking on Grailed or something and be like, that's right, the Weeknd did a collaboration with VLONE. I wonder what released back in the day. And that's what I want this video to be. I want it to be a visual diary for people like that to have a look, or even people now to have a look, just in case the items are no longer available. I want everyone to have a look. So that's why I'm making the video today, as like a visual diary. So without further ado, I think we should start that off by having a looking at the first piece. Let's head on over to the Weeknd store and have a look at the first piece in the VLONE Weeknd collaboration. And here we are. So I have actually fixed our little issue that we had last time we were looking at the Weeknd's merch, which was being able to zoom in enough for you guys to see it and for me to still be able to cover it. So we've fixed that issue. That's no longer a problem. Let's get started into these first pieces and have a look at what's in the VLONE Weeknd After Hours collaboration. Whew. What a name for a little collection there, right? Okay, so the first item we have is the VLONE The Weeknd tee. Not a very creative name, but I suppose it's really just describing exactly what it is. It is a VLONE tee with Weeknd graphics on it. So as you can see, it's got the Weeknd with the face that Abel is pulling on the front cover artwork with, you got to pay attention to it, if you zoom right in, on his forehead you have the VLONE V. Now unfortunately nothing on the back, so the graphic is primarily centered around the front. This will be printed on a VLONE blank, I assume. Now if they're the same quality and done the same way as the Juice WRLD merch here, it will be on a blank that's printed on a blank that was made cut and sew in Los Angeles, but it doesn't specify that on this store page. As you can see, it says ships in 5 to 6 weeks, black cotton t-shirt featuring VLONE X Weeknd screen printed graphic on the front, machine wash, delicate cycle, tumble dry, do not iron, embellishment 100% cotton. It doesn't specify where it's being made, so I don't know if it's going to use the same blanks that we used for the Juice WRLD merch. I don't know if they changed those in the Pop Smoke one. I really don't know what this is going to be printed on, and there's always the low blow joke of them being printed on Gildan. I don't know if they ever were printed on Gildan, but it could be a possibility. I don't think they would though. I think they would print on something a little bit more higher quality. I'm hoping for the Los Angeles blanks they used in the Juice WRLD collaboration, but we'd have to see. Unfortunately, I spent all my remaining spendable dollars on all the vinyls and stuff because, you know, as you guys know, if you've been watching the channel for a while, I've got a whole collection of vinyls here. Absolutely love vinyls, so I really did want to pick up the vinyls over a shirt because these vinyls were signed, and I kind of felt like in the long run, I'm going to have more value and more enjoyment out of a signed vinyl than I am a piece of clothing. And also the vinyls were a lot cheaper than the actual VLONE collab. But in saying that, I do wish I had some extra cash left over to buy some of these pieces, because some of these pieces are really cool. What do I think of this graphic over here? It's pretty easy and pretty clean to wear. I mean, it's literally just an all black tee with a nice little red and white graphic, you know, text graphic with the Weeknd filling in the letters there. It's cool. It's cool. I mean, for 45 USD, you can't really complain too much about that. What's that in Australian dollars? That's like 65, probably closer to 70, maybe like 69 Australian dollars. So I would comfortably say about 70 Australian dollars. I reckon that's about right. So it's not too expensive. It's a nice little piece. Just something you can easily just chuck on. I'd pick this up if I had the cash. We'll move on to item 2 though, see what's dropping in the collaboration as well. Okay, now we have a second tee. We have the VLONE After Hours Blood Drip tee in black, plus the digital album. Sorry, I did forget to mention that you do get the digital album as well. So, $44 US, black cotton t-shirt featuring After Hours screen printed graphic on the front and VLONE logo on the back. Machine wash, cold, delicate cycle, tumble dry low, yada 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 yada. All the care instructions there. But there will be a tag on the actual shirt, I assume, that will tell you the care instructions anyway. So don't need to stress about that too much. Now, this is showcasing the back of the tee first. It's the iconic VLONE V. Abel, just sticking in there, just coming through the VLONE logo there. It looks a little bit weird. I don't know, I'm made a little bit uncomfortable by the fact that he has half his face here and then just an eye on this little part of the V here. I don't know, it's a little bit weird, a little bit creepy. I don't like that it's separated. It's a little bit too weird. Yeah, a little bit weird. Yeah, so that's the back of the tee. That's the graphic that's going to be featured on the back. And on the front of the tee, we have After Hours stylized in like an iconic horror blood dripping text. That's really cool. I like the use of color. I like the use of red on black. It pops really well. You know, people are going to see this from a mile away. Now, it's really cool because they've got a graphic on the front and back, but aren't charging more than the previous tee, which only had a graphic on the chest. If someone said, Daniel, you can only pick one, you've only got $44 to spend, you have to pick one, For me, I'd pick the one with the most graphics, and I think this would be definitely a preference for me out of the two tees that we've seen so far. I think I would go with the After Hours one. It's just really cool. I think this graphic does make an appearance on the hoodies, but we'll have to see. But that is the second item there. It's interesting as well that they're limiting 4 per customer. Oh, I wonder why that's the case. Don't want too many people buying like 100 of them and reselling them on Grailed. Fair enough if that's the case. Maybe it's manufacturing. Maybe they don't want to manufacture like 1,000 of them because someone's able to order 1,000 of them. But who knows? Who knows? Yep. So that is the After Hours blood drip tee. VLONE graphic on the back. After Hours blood dripping graphic on the front. It's really cool. I like it. It's a clean little tee. Again, for about 70 Australian dollars, you can't go wrong with something like this. We'll move on to the third item in the collection. Oh, which is a acid dripped tee. Okay, so it's the same blood graphic we saw before, but done in a psychedelic pink. On the back we have, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. We've got the same red V as the blood dripped one. What would have been nice, I don't know if it's a mistake on the store page's end, it would have been nice to have this same acid drip pink done on the V. Am I the only one feeling that way? Definitely let me know in the comment section below if you're feeling that this red V is the way to go and they should do it this way with the red V. I'm kind of feeling if you change it to the acid drip on the front, I kind of would have liked the pink on the back. I feel like it would have looked really nice. Oh well, that's okay. That's just how they're gonna do it. So it is called the VLONE After Hours Acid Drip Tee in black. You get the digital album as well, and it's going for a retail price of 44 USD. Awesome. Okay, that's it. I prefer the blood drip one just because the colors match on the front. The acid drip one, the colors don't match on the back, so I'm not really feeling that one as much. We'll move on to the next piece though and have a look. Okay, here we go. We have the VLONE Bat Country Tee plus digital album. On the front it has Abel smoking a cigarette with the VLONE V on his forehead, wearing some snazzy looking glasses there. We've got the After Hours font dripping down with blood again like in the previous tees. On the back we have After Hours written over the top of the VLONE V with a blood splatter on it. I'm a little bit confused what is Bat Country. Maybe I'm missing something here. Maybe I'm interpreting something incorrectly here, but okay, whatever. Yeah, it's a pretty cool graphic. I like the how they've done Abel's head in black. It really allows it to pop on the white tee, and then the red After Hours bleeding over the top of it looks really nice. The back of it's pretty simple as well. After Hours in a nice little font there over the top of the V. The V is pretty cool. It's the standard VLONE graphic there. Nothing too exciting. It's a nice little tee. A nice little tee. If you're able to pick these items up at retail, that's nice. I would say go for them at retail, but I wouldn't want to pay an insane resale, for any of these tees, especially if the tees, well, it all depends on what the tees are printed on. If the tees are printed on awesome blanks, maybe I'd be willing to pay a little bit, but I wouldn't pay a lot if they were printed on a cheap blank, some cheap Gildan, independent, whatever. I don't think VLONE would do that, but after hearing that, like, there's that stigma, and I hear people commenting it all the time that they initially printed on Gildans or something like that. I don't know if that's the case, I can't confirm, so I would just be hesitant to pay resale until I know what blank it's printed on. And if it is a high quality one, then I'm interested. Then I'm very much interested. I will move on to the next piece. Okay, so missing the big graphic that was on the front of it. This is the VLONE After Hours blood drip tee, but in white, so you can get the tee in either white or black. So you have After Hours dripping on the front, and then on the back you have the VLONE V with Abel done in that same thing before. I think it looks less menacing now that it's done in white and Abel's done in white. I think maybe it was the red with the eye off to the side here in red where I was like, it's a little bit too menacing, it's a little bit creepy. But it doesn't look too bad now that it's done in white. Yeah, that's a pretty cool tee. It's a pretty cool tee. I honestly would prefer it in black though. I think the red looks a lot nicer in the logo, even though it was a little bit spooky. I do kind of like it in black. It is better looking in black, but they're all 44 USD, so they're all the same price regardless of color. Yeah, I think I would probably go with the black. I'd probably go with the black tee. I think that'd be the one that I'd want. We'll move on to the next piece though and have a look. Okay, so this is the acid drip one. I think the acid drip one looks better on the white, actually. The acid drip one looks really nice due to the fact that the back of the logo wasn't colored in anything. Yeah, I would say the acid drip one looks in white. Looks better in white. Definitely let me know if you disagree or if you feel the same way. If you like the acid drip on the black or the white. I'm thinking the white is the way to go for the acid drip one if you're interested in the pink font here. I think it's really, really cool though. I do really like the After Hours bleeding design, and just changing it up with some different colors here and there is nice as well. We'll move on to the next piece though. Okay, our first hoodie. So we have Abel done in like a creepy stylized clown, still with the VLONE V on his forehead. Flaming afro this time round with the After Hours graphic bleeding from the top there. On the back, unfortunately nothing on the back design there. Now, what is this one called? Okay, VLONE Bat and If I OD Pullover Hood. Love it, that's a pullover hoodie. I would definitely steer away from this if this was a zip up. I'm glad that VLONE is focusing and from what I know, only does pullover hoodies. I don't think I've ever seen a zip up VLONE hoodie, but I could be wrong on that one. So this is going for 100 USD. We'll read what the details are. So black heavyweight cotton fleece hoodie with raw distressing hem. Okay. So it's, if you don't know what that means, it means that this area here at the waist, that's not going to be like a traditional hoodie. That's not going to be like this sweater that I'm wearing that has a traditional hem here. It's going to be distressed. It's going to be coming apart at the bottom of the hoodie, just so you guys know what that means there. So as you can see, it doesn't look like the sleeves where they've got little hems on them. It looks like it's going to be distressed and cut away and stuff like that. That's a cool little detail to add to the actual hoodie. I kind of like that actually. After Hours X VLONE screen printed graphic on the front. Machine wash cold, delicate cycle, tumble dry load, do not iron embellishment. Classic. 100% cotton. That's really good. Can't go wrong with 100% heavyweight cotton hoodies. Honestly, it's the way to go, guys. I love them. They're seriously amazing. Just give me cotton hoodies all day, every day, till the end of days, and I'll be happy. I'll be a happy guy over here. Yeah, this is a cool graphic. I don't know if I like the art style on the front of it, though. I'm not really a huge fan of the clown. Maybe that's just me. I like the other graphics that have been done so far, but this one isn't really calling out to me. So I don't think I'd pick up this hoodie, but I would love to know your thoughts and opinions, guys, if you love this one or not. But for me, I'm just not feeling it. I'm just not feeling this one. But that's okay. I'm sure there'll be heaps of other options that I will definitely be more interested in. Let's go to the next one and have a look though. Okay, so we have the VLONE After Hours Blood Drip Pullover Hoodie, 100 USD. Black heavyweight cotton fleece hoodie with raw distressing hem featuring After Hours screen printed graphic on the front and VLONE logo on the back. Machine wash cold, delicate cycle, tumble dry, iron embellishment, 100% cotton. Awesome. And of course you get the digital album. So on the back we have the menacing red V with Abel sticking his head through it. And then on the front we have the After Hours bleeding graphic. Now because the tees were $44 US and the hoodies are $100 US. $100 US in Australian dollars at the moment is, I think, around 140, maybe 145, I want to say. I think that's about right. Yeah, so a little expensive, but not totally unreasonable. I think I paid around 150 Australian dollars when I bought the Juice WRLD one here. So it's a pretty reasonable price. These generally, when a lot of people buy these, try to resell them on Grailed, and usually, from what I saw, not when Juice WRLD passed away, but when they first released, I bought them. I bought the Juice WRLD one and it sold out, and then people were reselling it already before we even received it on Grailed for like 200 USD. So I thought that was ridiculous. So if you are interested in these hoodies, please buy them now. It is I'm warning you now. If you want these, buy them now in your size. They've got a whole size chart down here, so you can measure your favorite piece of clothing that you've got in your closet and compare it to the measurements here to find out your size. But please buy it now. I'm telling you now, please buy it now. Don't wait until after it's sold out, after it's gone. because I can see people reselling these for ridiculous amounts of money on Grailed because they just want to make a profit. They don't actually care about the piece at all, but that's just how it is in the streetwear world, I suppose. But yeah, I would, comparing these, I would honestly go for the hoodie over the shirt. I'm more of a hoodie kind of guy with the graphics and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, I do love a tee with a nice graphic on it, but if you give me both options, if you give me a tee versus a hoodie, I'm gonna go the hoodie every time. I'm sorry. There'd be a very rare occurrence where I would choose the tee over the hoodie. So if I had to pick, I would definitely go with the blood drip hoodie. I could imagine some sweet outfits I could think of this one. I think if I was to wear this piece though, I would wear probably an overcoat or something over the top of it, which means I'd hide the back graphic there, but I kind of just like the after hours bleeding graphic on the front. A nice little detail there. We'll move on to the next piece though. I'm actually kind of keen to get through all the hoodies and see what they are. Okay, next we have the VLONE After Hours Acid Drip Pullover Hood with the digital album. 100 USD, as it's pretty standard for VLONE artist collaborations. We have VLONE on red on the back. Again, I would have liked the pink. I think the pink would have really sold it for me. Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, would I buy the blood drip or the acid drip if the acid drip was pink on the back? That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I'd probably still go the blood, just because the overall aesthetic of the album is, you know, Abel wearing that red and black suit that he wears in the video clips, and, you know, all the other merch is done in black and red. So I probably, if I, you know, if I had to choose, you know, burn one or keep one, I'd probably go with the blood one and burn the acid one. But yeah, I don't know, if the acid one was done in pink, I think I would have a really hard time making that decision actually. Like in person, yeah, I would have a hard time struggling with that. So yeah, it is disappointing that it's done in red on the back, but I'm sure there's some people out there that honestly don't care too much. Let me know if that's the case, if you're one of them guys. But it's a cool tee, but because the pink isn't done on the back, I think I'd go with the blood drip one, just so I can have, you know, matching front and matching back. We'll move on to the next piece though. Oh, this one's a little bit different. Okay, so VLONE What Happens After Hours Pullover Hood plus digital album, 100 USD. It's done in white, but it doesn't specify that it's done in white on the title, which means I assume there's only gonna be this done in white, like it's only available in a white hood. I don't know. What does it say? Oh god, I can barely read it. So it's what happens after. Okay, it literally is just what happens after hours stays after hours. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. I don't know. You guys know me on the channel. I'm a bit iffy on graphics. Oh, sorry, text graphics on the arms. But I do kind of like how the text graphics continue from one arm, goes over the shoulders here, and comes around the back. Because I mean, I don't generally have my hoods up, mainly because everyone thinks I'm gonna like murder them or something. Come on, 6'5" guy, big hoodie on, hood over on top. People are gonna think that I'm gonna murder them or something like that. It's happened in the streets, man. I've been walking, have my hood up because it's freezing cold, and people just start crossing the street. I understand why, but it's like, yikes. This is the world we live in at the moment. Yeah, so I would be wearing this with the hood down, obviously. So the hood would be covering the after hours text up here, but that's alright, that's okay. No, this is a cool piece. I actually quite like this one. It's got the after hours bleeding graphic on the front, and I kind of like the text continuing all the way down the back here. And of course the VLONE logo on the back is very cool as well. Now it's a pretty cool piece. I like it that it's, I assume that it's only coming in white. It's a cool piece. Yeah, I like this one. This would probably be the white hoodie that I would pick up, and then I'd pick up the blood drip hoodie, and then I'd be set. Hypothetically, if I had a lot of money. You know? Yeah. No, it's a cool piece. I like it. I like this one. This one's nice. I will move on to the next one though. Okay, here we are. So we have the VLONE Bat Country Pullover Hood, digital album done in white. After hours on the back over the top of a VLONE V with a blood splatter. We have the After Hours blood drip font over the top of Abel's head, which is done in a black and white style with the VLONE V on his head. a very cool graphic. I feel like this graphic would really benefit from getting it in a really big size, just so the graphic is like super massive. And I think, yeah, I think it would look really cool. I don't know how I feel about the after hours text now that it's done on the white hoodie, but yeah, it's alright. I wouldn't be too annoyed at this. This is cool. Yeah, I'd pick these up. Honestly, I'd pick up everything in this if I had a buttload of money that I could spend on VLONE after hours merch. It would just be really nice. Yeah, it would just be really nice to have the whole collection here. Yeah. We'll move on to the next piece though. Okay, so moving on to the accessories now. So we have the VLONE After Hours bandana. So After Hours done in text here, and all these little graphics done around the side here. 15 USD. I mean, can you really complain about that? That's really cheap. 22 inches by 22 inches. So it's going to be a little bit bigger than a vinyl. So I don't know if you have a vinyl at home to compare. It's going to be a little bit bigger than a vinyl there. It's just going to be probably about that much larger than a vinyl on both sides. So that's a good comparison to use if you guys don't know how big that's going to be. Or of course you could just grab a tape measure and find out how long 22 inches is and how wide 22 inches is. Long and wide. You can find out that way as well. Yeah, it's a cool little piece. 15 bucks. Can't complain. I'd cop that for 15 bucks. No arguments here. It's a cool little graphic. I'm hoping there's more of them so I can go through my favorite ones. So this is the After Hours one. Is there more? There is more. Okay. After Hours blood drip bandana. 15 bucks. 22 inches. Gives you the digital album as well. Just to probably increase album sales, obviously. I'm not feeling this one as much. I feel like this one's not as graphic heavy and as diverse as the previous bandana. I kind of like the previous one a little bit more, yeah. Oh well, that's okay. Kind of everything. Is there any more? Okay, it comes in black, 15 USD as well. The black one's better than the white one, I would say. It allows the red bleeding text to stand out a little bit more, but yeah, still not that exciting. Still not that exciting. Do we have any more? No, we ran out. So that is all the bandanas. You get 3 of them, 2 blood drip ones and the After Hours one. And here we get the After Hours pass, the VLONE pass. So these are usually done for for tours and stuff like that. It allows you to gain access to the stage early so you can buy out all the merch and stuff like that. It ships in 4 to 5 weeks. The After Hours pass includes priority venue entry to the After Hours North American tour shows. Emphasis on that, it is only a venue entry for the North American shows, not anywhere else in the world. So there we go. Now these things do not include like a ticket, you know, you still got to buy the ticket separately. This pass here will allow you to get in earlier. There you go. So please note that the After Hours pass is only valid for North American headline shows. The After Hours pass does not include a ticket to the After Hours tour, nor is it valid for priority entry unless accompanied by a ticket. You will receive an individual email with information regarding your After Hours pass at least a week prior to the start of the tour. 1 access pass per user is valid per customer. Okay, there we go. After Hours pass valid until the end of 2020, and the digital album will be available once you buy it, but you can only redeem the digital album in the US. So there you go. Okay, that looks to be, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. So the pass was really cool. It was 10 bucks, I think it was from memory, so not too expensive, and it's just got the VLONE graphic on it, so that's kind of cool. Cool little accessory you could buy even if you're not going to the North American tour. The tees were nice. The Weeknd tee was alright. You got the After Hours one, the bleeding After Hours one, the acid one. Yeah, I don't know which my favorite tee would probably be. It'd probably be the black blood drip one. Moving on to the hoodies, we got the Bat and If IOD one, the blood drip, the acid drip, the What Happens After Hours Stays After Hours one, the Bat Country pullover hood. Moving on to the bandanas, we got the After Hours one and the 2 bleeding ones, and then we have the VLONE After Hours tour pass. Yeah, I would say the blood drip one on the hoodie and tees are my favorite. I would say that's definitely the case. But I do also really like the What Happens After Hours, Stays After Hours hoodie, just because it's a unique piece that isn't repeated on the black ones as well. It's, you know, it's like unique to the white color. These are really cool. I would love to know your thoughts and opinions on them though, guys. Which is your favorite piece out of all the pieces in the VLONE After Hours collaboration? Is it the Blood Drip merch like I was interested in? Is it this, the Weeknd tee? Is it the After Hours Bat Country tee here? Is it the Bat and If I OD hoodie, the one that's unique to just the white, to the black hoodie? Let me know. Let me know all your thoughts and opinions on the Weeknd VLONE merch on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or as always, in the comment section below. And that's it, guys. That is all the VLONE Weeknd merch that released for the Weeknd's 6th studio album, After Hours. Let me know how you feel about it, what your favorite piece is. Did you pick any up? I would have liked some of the pieces to be done on more washed out garments, because as we noticed with all the black pieces, all the white pieces, they're all pieces with solid colors, right? I feel like if they took the approach of doing some of them in like washed out colors, you know, like how some denim's done, where it looks like some of the colors been worn away and it's, you know, not dark in, it's not a dark garment across the board, it's lighter in some areas, very light in others, because, you know, it's got that worn aesthetic, that really washed out look. Yeah, I would have liked like maybe the that clown hoodie, the clown print on that black hoodie to be done on a washed out garment. I think that would have suited the aesthetic of the actual, you know, artwork on the front. And it might have looked nicer on some of the other pieces as well, but all around it was still a really nice collection. There are a couple nice pieces there. Wouldn't mind picking a few up, but your boy is broke after buying too many vinyls and stuff like that. So what can you do? What can you do? I'm gonna have to miss out on them. Maybe a couple years down the track they'll appear on Grailed for a reasonable price, and I might be able to pick some of them up. And I'll definitely unbox them on the channel if that ever is the case, and I'll definitely, you know, showcase them to you guys. But I'm unfortunately not going to be able to cop them now, but that's okay. That's all right. You know, maybe another day, but definitely some cool pieces here, and I'll be keen to see VLONE collaborate with some, you know, some more artists with more upcoming projects and stuff like that. I'm actually really keen for him, for ASAP Bari to do stuff like that. I liked the VLONE Death Race for Love stuff. I actually liked the Pop Smoke stuff as well. I just felt like it would be kind of weird if I bought like his upcoming merch for his new project without actually listening or loving him as an artist. I was like, it's a little bit weird. I didn't feel that weird about it because it was a VLONE collab, and I was like, yeah, I like VLONE. I guess I could get it because VLONE, but it did feel kind of weird. And like, that's why I like this Weeknd merch, because I like the Weeknd, I like the album. So I thought, you know what? That ticks both boxes. VLONE, yes. Weeknd, yes. Bada boom. And same with the Juice WRLD stuff. I was like, hell yeah. Juice WRLD merch. And VLONE, awesome. But the Pop Smoke stuff I was feeling a little bit iffy on. But yeah, definitely let me know how you feel about the Weeknd collaboration. What's your favorite piece? What's your least favorite piece? Did you pick any of it up? And what artists would you be keen for VLONE to collaborate with? What artists are you looking for VLONE to do a merch bundle for? Let me know about that in the comment section below. And if you guys want me to cover more VLONE in upcoming videos, don't forget to like the video, comment down below you want to see more VLONE videos, and subscribe to the channel. Best way to stay up to date with the latest releases in the sneaker and streetwear world, and also the latest VLONE videos that I'll probably do, so stay tuned. Anyway, that's everything I've got to really say about the VLONE Weeknd After Hours merch. So until the next VLONE video, guys, until the next Weeknd video, until the next streetwear video, guys, I'll catch you later.